Good evening. Oh, yes, 59.89 ramen. Ahoge. Thank you, Risa. Ahoge. Not ahagao. I don't know why. It's very. I don't know why. It's just similar words to me. It's completely wrong. Anyway. Good evening. You look bummed, boss. So starting tomorrow, there'll be no more corgis in our bar. Why wouldn't I be sad? Maybe because starting tomorrow, there'll be no more corgis at the bar. I wonder if the Shiba Appreciation Society might be interested in booking us. One problem at a time, boss. Wait, I know someone from the Pomeranian Development Institute. One problem at a time. Still, you've been tense ever since Friday. Are you worried about Gil or something? Trust me, of all my worries, Gil's is the least of them. Put on some music and enjoy the day, won't you? Right. Okay. 2069. Boop boop bop beep boop. Blip bloop blop bleep boop. You know, this sound kind of reminds me of the Sega Genesis for some reason. Like a bassy sound. Anyway. Okay, so the last song was Dawn Approaches. Right? Where's that? Dawn Approaches. Start here. Boop. Beep bop beep. Boop beep bop. Boop beep bop. Doop. Right? Yeah. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Bartender, we meet again. Oh, she's back. Oh, Miss Betty. Hello. Oh, his name is Deal? Did we get his name before? I don't know. Deal. And Mr. Corgi Lover. Call me Deal. 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 Wipe that satisfied look off your faces, you two. What can I serve you today? I'll have a beer. I'm not the designated driver today, so give me a fringe weaver. Oh, there's never another driver, I guess. Alright, coming right up. A fringe weaver and a beer. Okay, so 2 at a time. So fringe weaver. That, and then 9 Carmatrin. Carmatrin, whoop, what? And boop, boop, bop, and that. And aged and mixed. Like so. And I guess serve it? Oh, yeah, so. Oh, next. Okay, that's how it works. Okay. Beer. Yeah, $260. Well, it's a good thing, you know, it's all booked. The corgis are paying. It's a free bar today. Let's see. Fringe Weaver and a beer. Beer's 1 Idaho. 2 Bronson extract. Powder Delta. 2 of these and 4 of these. Is it in Canadian dollars? I guess so. You know, our money is just that bad at this point, I guess. Let's see. It's pretty true. You know, everything I buy, especially on Amazon, by the way, it always costs more compared to American dollars. But I guess that's just how it works. You know, that's the economy. You know, at some point, I think it was like, maybe it was 2 years ago or something, or maybe a year ago, I remember when the Canadian dollar, you know, was basically even better than the American dollar at some point, but then, you know, went back crashing down, so never mind. But we were there once. We were better than those goddamn Americans now. Anyway. Here. Thanks. Thank you. You seem distracted. Has serving so many dogs finally gotten to you? No, well, yeah, but it's not that. My boss has been acting weird since Friday. Weird how? Romantic weird? Drug addict weird? Let's hope nobody finds the body in the fridge weird. For starters, there's the fact she only told me we were being booked moments before we opened. Plus, she seems completely distracted, lost in her thoughts. Like you. Worse. Oh. She's not being herself, and that makes me wonder if something's going on. Like what? Do you run a human trafficking ring in the basement? No, we don't have a license for that. Oh, well, thinking about it too much is not part of my job. Can I ask you something about your job? Sure. I've always been curious. What does the BTC need in their bartenders? What do you need to study? Well, they train you from scratch, so you don't have to study anything beforehand. What does the training involve? Well, it's a lot of etiquette and regulation work. Most of our time, though, is actually spent in simulations. Simulations? different scenarios involving different chemical hazards, that sort of thing. They want you to be able to respond to every possible situation that might come up involving our ingredients. I mean, the chances for failure are really slim, but it's better not to take those chances. I see. So this guy. Well, I'll be back with you guys in a bit. I must attend to the other clients. Dogs, that. Oh, sure.
Mr. Puff, they're chasing me, man!
Who?
The cabbages, man! The goddamn cabbages!
There's another person who, I guess, doesn't like cabbages.
They're everywhere! They're out for my rump!
Never mind. Can I get you anything to calm down?
A big blue fairy will be nice.
Okay, then. A big blue fairy. Cherno? Is that you? Big blue fairy. It's an ice fairy. A blue fairy is for outer high, one flag and ride, and an optional karma train. One of these will make all your teeth turn blue. Hope you brush them well. I do know that blueberries turn your poop blue. Yeah, that's a thing. I guess it's like that. Oh, I did wrong. Never mind. I forgot to age it. Do it again. It's a blue. Oh, it's a big one too as well. So I messed up twice. Two things I messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 of these, and optional karma train. Just like whatever. I don't know if it matters. Maybe it matters. I kinda just don't want to give them maximum because they'll get the dogs drunk. I don't want to get these dogs drunk. They're gonna make a mess. Here.
Oh, thanks. Very nice of you.
Third bark day. Something the matter? Nothing a drink can't solve. I'm not sure about that, but it's hardly my job to preach sobriety. So what do you want? Give me a gut punch. Okay? What is this music? It's like action movie music. Gut punch. Let's see. Bronson extract. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 flag and ride, and optional karma train. Just fill it up like that. Age and mix. Blam. Here we are. Thanks. Hey, you ever felt guilty for being born the wrong race? The what now? I've just been hearing so much about how we're racist. I'm wondering, are you racist? Not really. Do you feel like other corgis might be? Definitely. I mean, then why worry? It's not like they call you racist. You shouldn't take generalizations personally. You might be right. Well, man, you should have seen the cutie I saw yesterday on the way home. She looked like a cat boomer. She was wearing a mini dress and had this prosthetic eye. A cat boomer. Okay, boomer. I thought you were against people using prosthetics. Oh, I'm not against cute though. Okay. Besides, I'm not against prosthetics. I'm only against enhancements. I don't see a difference between the two. Alright, let me put it this way. If you lost an arm and replaced it with a mechanical arm that does exactly what the older one did, I'm okay with it. But if you lost your arm and replaced it with a gun-loaded super arm from hell, that's something I'm not okay with. Even worse is if you decide to replace your arm because of fashion, or a whim, or to get better at some sport. That's completely not cool. That's the difference between a prosthetic and an enhancement. Replacement versus enhancement. You know, it's kind of like, I don't know how it is in real life, but like, for example, in the Olympics, you know, when people like have like prosthetics, you know, that replace, for example, their legs. You know, I wonder what the difference is. You know, sometimes I mean the I guess the ethics, you know, it's like, will replacing your legs with like something that makes you run faster, you know, is that okay in the Olympics compared to people who like, you know, just have normal legs? But then also you have people who like have replaced their legs, but they don't exactly run faster, you know. But there are like specialty type, you know, prosthetics that are designed for running. So people who like, again, lost their legs but like want to run in the Olympics. I don't know how it is actually. I don't know the exact details though. So I don't know what the rules are. Like, it kind of reminds me of that, you know. Like, what do you consider just a normal prosthetic, and what do you consider like an enhancement? You know, is it really an enhancement if the person lost their legs through like an accident or something? But then they replace it with something that makes them go faster, but then how do you consider, something that actually goes faster because of their prosthetics, or would they have been faster anyway if they had natural legs? That sort of thing. Anyway, it's interesting. I'm of a similar opinion about Lilim replacing the factory parts for kicks. Lilim again. I guess, he's a Lilim, right? Yeah. If you think that's going to be an easy way of getting better at something, you're in for a bad surprise. Well, I can see why you think that, but what suggested to you that what she had was an enhancement. If she had bad eyesight, would that count as an enhancement, even if it fixes it? How does reparative work factor to your ideologies? They might be enhancement, but they also replace something faulty. Well, damn it, stop making sense, you piece of scrap. You're weakening my resolve. You're having fun? Oh, bartender, that was fast. There seem to be less dogs out today, at least dogs that want to drink. Yeah, some of them ate their tickets. Lovely. I'll be the one dealing with that later. Say, what's your take on the whole enhancement discussion, bartender? Well, my mom had a saying, anyone can make a chandelier out of their asses. Which somehow means your body, your choices. If they're not hurting anyone, I don't see the point in hating them. See, Betty? Hey, I didn't say I automatically hate anyone who has an enhancement. Me being against something isn't the same as being against someone. I'm not some 12-year-old blindly hating someone because of something like that. Maybe you should practice what you preach. What does that mean? I feel retaliation, so I'm not saying another word. Are you two gonna order anything? I'm fine right now. She's drinking mine, actually. Alright, call if you need anything else. Or call if you need anything else. Sure. Let's see. Ow. Well, so much for avoiding retaliation. You got bonked in the head? I guess the Lilims have the capacity to feel pain. Oh, poop eater, yes. You're not gonna believe me. I was in the bathroom and this other dog was looking at me from the top of the sink. You mean the mirror? No, another dog. I see. What can I serve you? You're not gonna do anything about that other dog on the top of the sink? I'm sure he doesn't want to hurt anybody, don't worry. I hope you're right. Well, I want something really sweet. Coming right up. Something really sweet. How about a sparkle star? They used to actually sparkle, but too many complaints about skin problems made them redesign the drink without the sparkling. Okay. One powder drink and optional color drink. A little bit, just a little bit. Aged and mixed. Man. Here we go. Thanks. Please think about the thing with the other dog on top of the sink. I will, don't worry. Oh then. That was quick. Like I said, there aren't too many dogs today. When I heard someone booked us for 3 days, I expected more of an attendance. While you were gone, this fella here said that the Bleeding Jane is better than a pile driver. Please, prove him wrong. All I'm saying is that I don't see the point in drinks that feel more like a kick in the mouth than a beverage. What do you think, bartender? Do you think there's any point discussing non-alcoholic drinks in a bar? Well, in my opinion, people who order a bad touch always makes me giggle like an idiot, though. That's not an opinion, that's a statement. Oh well, please serve as either pile drivers or Bleeding Janes. We'll let you decide which one is better. Going right up. 2 of any of those. Okay. I assume the first one, well, okay, so like, I kind of want to give the pile driver to the person that, doesn't like the Bleeding Jane and vice versa. Just so they taste the other one, just to try it. I don't know. It's burning. Okay. I assume the veterinarian would like this, I guess. But the Bleeding Jane would be this one. Classic. Spicy. Okay, so maybe I'll give the Bleeding Jane first. I don't know if it matters, but 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And blend it. 2, 2, 2. Go. Yeah. That. Oh, no, I did it wrong. Oh, I don't know. They're wrong. I didn't pay attention. I put the wrong thing for some reason. I'm blind. I'm supposed to put the flag in right, not karma tree. I don't know why I thought. Because I thought alcohol. I was like, oh, everything has alcohol in it, right? I don't know. Okay, try again. We're wasting ingredients, so no. Bleeding Jane, and then next. And then pile driver. Pile driver. It doesn't burn as hard on the tongue, but you better not have a sore throat while drinking it. And mixed. There you go. Serve. No fighting this way, right? Wow, you're quite the softie. Just kidding. Wise choice. No complaints here. Okay. Well, maybe I guess it is. Maybe out of the order matter. Maybe if I mix up the drink, I don't know. Whatever. I guess I just ended up giving them the drinks that they wanted. Oh well. No complaints here. How did you two end up discussing that? Well, it started when I told this guy that I wasn't as crazy about the idea of working just for corgis. Why don't you like corgis? They're cute, fluffy, and funny, and they just make you smile. Tell me one interesting thing about them. Let's just say they were created by a fairy, and that their breed was raised to fight dragons. Oh, you have to be kidding. Is that a reference to something? I don't know. No, actually, I heard that one too. Really? Still, I can't see why you're so tired of them. No, maybe because I only ever deal with them at their worst. You've only seen them in their happy state. I'm the one running feces samples and unclogging their sphincters if they eat their owner's dental floss. I might be their veterinarian, but they treat me like a mom and not in a good way. Veterinarian. I keep saying that wrong. It's like being a gynecologist. After a while, you stop seeing boobs and vaginas. Instead, all you see are issues you must fix. You know? Yeah. You wouldn't think it'd be fun because you're fixing problems. You know? Not exactly like a great job because of that. But anyway, at least they have cute issues. Depends. A gynecologist. How do you say gynecologist? Gynecologist? I guess, gynecologist. Anyway, gynecologists can't pick clients by age or preferences. I was talking about your job. Oh, yeah, that too. Still, I don't think it's so much that I'm tired of them as it is I'm tired of you being so obsessed with them. Are you the obsessed person, you were talking about, Miss Betty? I'm not obsessed, I'm passionate. You sleep with a corgi plushie and have a wall dedicated to photos you've taken at the company. I'm really passionate. Too much passion can become an issue, Speaking of issues, did you talk with the directors about the whole cardigan conflict? I was gonna do that tomorrow when they're all together. But I still don't see why I should be the one doing it. For starters, they don't take me too seriously. Understandable, I don't take you too seriously either. I mean, in the end, they're still dogs. They need someone with a strong, commanding voice. Are you saying I have a naggy voice? No, not your voice, just your entire demeanor. So I have a naggy demeanor? I'm assuming you two are talking about the whole race conflict. Yes, this is hurting them more than they think. The company might actually collapse at this rate. Which is terrible because a couple of these dogs' families are dependent on their paychecks. Doesn't that count as unethical and unusual treatment of animals? It's a bit of a legal gray area. The dogs are doing it willingly after all. And even if they were doing it willingly, the dogs aren't actually being mistreated or exploited. In fact, the company is pretty relaxed. Speaking of relaxed, how's Jurgen doing? Jurgen? He's fine, still complaining about his back. So unwilling to take his medicine, he says he's not that weak. Who's this Jurgen guy? My guardian. I passed the tests years ago, but I couldn't leave him. And that's actually commonplace, isn't it? Lilim being unable to leave their guardians because they feel too much like family. Now, to be fair, people get attached to many things. Some even get obsessed with inanimate objects. My grandpa loved his car more than any of his sons. Well, the one whose will left all his earthly possessions to his car, right? Yeah, that one. How do you become a Lilim's guardian? You fill a form at the Artificial Intelligence Council, as AI. Then they do a background check. If they deem you useful, they'll give you authorization. You're given a week's notice before they give you all the data about the Lilim you'll be taking care of. You'll have to watch over it until they can pass 3 different personality tests. If the Lilim wants to stay with you after that, that's your problem. So it's like adoption and the lottery all rolled into one. They do that to diversify the possible outcomes. 2 Lilim can be of the same model, but they'll grow differently depending on their guardians. Robot people. What if someone happens to be the guardian? Or what if something happens to the guardian? A new guardian can appeal to the council, saying they're more fit for the position than the original. This happens when a guardian has become unavailable in some way, or because you can back up claims of neglect or maltreatment. You spit out all that information like it's hard-coded in you. I worked in that department for some time before coming to the STC. It's almost a reflex. Are you interested in becoming a guardian bartender? I don't know. I'm just a nerd when it comes to AIs in general. The money they give you for it is not that great, though. I see. Well, time to check on the dogs. I guess you could, well, very similar to adoption. You can adopt a robot person. Teach them to be human, I guess. Money shredder. Listen here, punk. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you punk. It's just... I was chasing my tail and now I'm too hyper to control myself. Sorry. Just give me anything. Alright? Well, it's safe to give him something sweet. Probably not a good idea. He's so hyper. Probably a good idea to give him something sobering, maybe. Maybe a bitter drink? Maybe a gut punch? I don't know. Bitter, manly, strong. Yeah, like something sobering, you know? He's so hyper. It's bland, though. What's sobering? You see these tags here. Bubbly. Sobering. Sour, manly, sobering. It will knock the drunkenness out of you or knock you out cold. Sure. You know, I gotta make this dog not be hyper anymore. That's fine, right? All blended. Ooh. Here. Oh, that's better. Oh, thanks, punk. Oh, you still call me a punk. No, see, I can see the value of other dog races. Like Pomeranians, and those are nice, but they aren't corgis. Oh yeah, I can understand that. I mean, remember that cute girl from yesterday I mentioned earlier? Yeah. The white knight that was with her. White knight. She wasn't half bad either. I mean, it was obvious that a tapestry of muscles was hidden under her armor. Is she a muscle waifu? I prefer more delicate-looking girls, though. You can appreciate how something looks, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily your thing. And you, bartender? Me what? Which dog race do you prefer? Oh. That's not the question I was expecting. Not much of a dog person, actually. Me neither. Have any pets? A cat named Flore, yeah. He's just a stray I rescued. Do you like rescuing girls, too? I'm sure I should be making a witty retort right now, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say no. Weird. I always thought the rescue fantasy was universal. Why call it 4? The 4? I guess it's just 4. You know, 4 isn't like in golf. 4! Well, 4 is a Lilith I met some time ago that... Oh, never mind. Pretty lame name, you ask me. Better than calling it Asshat. I bet when you and 4 play, it's quite the sight, eh? 4 play. He's so lively, sometimes I fear 4 shadows my presence entirely. You guys want to lose consciousness that much? You really need to calm down with the whole pun-hating stuff, Betty. But to move away from this whole foreground, what is this rescue fantasy you mentioned before? You know, the one where wayward, dangerous souls redeem themselves with the power of love. The bad boy who turns away a life of crime. The drug addict girl who lived on the streets and turned tricks until she found a good man worth changing for. It's corny romance cliches 101. Well, you're the one with the shelf full of old lady romance novels. I'll trust you on this. Hey, Fabio the 13th was a national treasure. You don't even like guys. Why do you read all those novels? Well, they let you put yourself in the place of the main character quite easily. Even if said main character is a muscular man. I see no problem. Just, what is your self-image? And if I can ask something else, what is it? Why do you hate puns so much? Oh, many people cringe at puns, you know. Yeah, but you react like you have a vendetta against them. They made me feel stupid. What? When I was a kid, everyone in my house had a penchant for making puns at the drop of a hat. I was the only one who couldn't get them. You know, I relate. I'm kind of impressed by puns. You know? Oh, years later, I finally got them, and they weren't that funny. They made me feel stupid. All in the name of some terrible joke that wasn't even funny in the first place. I've said this so many times I might as well just make a recording, but you need to chill out, Betty. I am chilling out. Just because I complain about stuff doesn't mean I'm not relaxed. I'm not sure that's how it works. Trust me, when I'm tense and angry, you'll know it. I fear the thought. Anyway, I'll go check on the dogs. I'm supposed to be their doctor, and they're being suspiciously quiet. Be careful. You want anything else? I'll have a bloom light, actually. Make that 2, please. Sure. I'll make some bloom lights. 2 bloom lights. Up, boop, beep, up. Bloop, bloop, blop. 1, 2, 3. There. On the rocks and mixed. Oh, what? Did I do it wrong? Oh, age. I forgot age. Gotta read. Reading comprehension. It's hard. It's testing all your, like, elementary school learning. Reading comprehension, math. Very, very hard game. So unnecessarily brown. What does that mean? Anyway. And then another one. 1, 2, 3. Iced and aged. There you go. Here. Thanks. Say, you two seem to get along quite well. Well, when you are the only sentient humanoids in the entire company, it kinda happens. Sentient? We have a couple of test mannequins and cardboard cutouts, so... I see. Seems there's more to it than just that, though. I mean, even if you two are the only ones of your kind, you can still hate each other. Well, I guess I'm the one of the few that can stand Betty. She's a really nice person, but she doesn't sugarcoat things. Yeah, I can see that. You should see her treating those dogs. She becomes so patient and understanding, even if it's only for a little while. The dogs don't call her Mom to mock her. Can dogs mock people? I don't know. No, even if it's only for a little while. You were eavesdropping. So you can say nice things once in a while? You say like I'm the aggressive one here. It's nice hearing people say good things about you once in a while, You should take your own advice. Maybe some other time, I'm not a hug box. Anything happened? A dog in the bathroom got angry at his reflection in the mirror and charged into it. Luckily, nothing bad happened, it just made the dog very confused. Well, how the hell did they get on top of the sinks? They are surprisingly agile, even with those stubbly little legs. Oh yeah, I ordered you this. Oh, thanks. By the way, Betty, how's Veronica? We broke up last month. What? Well, things were not going so well. We got too used to one another. Everything was starting to become routine. We decided to break up before things got bitter. And why didn't you tell me that before? Why? Did you want your turn at the Betty Mobile? I don't know. I guess I just didn't want to trouble you. And after a while, I stopped feeling like it was something relevant to say. Please don't do that again. Try trusting me. Yeah, you're right. Okay, the awkward silence. You know what bothers me? The fact that asking after someone's health always feels like you're walking on a floor full of glass shards. There's always this chance that the other person's not okay or even dead. And what started as a legitimately fun moment can go sour. Yeah, you're right. Sorry for not trusting you, you piece of scrap. Don't worry, I understand why you did it. Hey, now that I think about it, you sure hang out with us a lot, bartender. Well, dogs can only be so interesting, and besides, there haven't been as many dogs today. Is my presence unwanted? No, not at all, especially since you're the one bringing the booze. You're like those cab drivers that like to chat all the way, but you smell better than most of them. Thank you. Funny thing is that we're all unofficially associated with a local taxi line. They're the ones that send drunkards to their homes. You seem to really like talking to your clients, like it's the best part of your job or something. It kinda is. I used to sit around in crowded places like malls or bars and think to myself, each and every person here has a story. It's a humbling experience. Everyone has dreams, fears, and loved ones. If you dig deep enough, you'll realize the gap between two random people isn't as big as you think it is. In fact, it's quite small. And in this job, you get to hear all kinds of stories. Some people just blurt it out, some do it while drunk. To know that no matter how similar they might seem at first glance, no two people are alike. It's fascinating. Yes. Well, you can be a powerful information broker with all that knowledge. Yes, that's all. Isn't that always a cliche? The bartender always giving information to the main characters of a Dungeons and Dragons game. Nah, not interested. I like to see myself more as a friendly ear rather than someone you need to be wary of. I don't give side quests. I guess there's still decent folks out there. I'm not decent. You're critically obsessed with dogs. I'll go check if there's any other dogs who want something. Sure. Go ahead. Gruff Bucket. Quick, a beer. Okay. He's also in a hurry. Oh no, time limit. Go. Ooh, E, A, 2, le. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a mix, right? Go. Here. Thanks, now boom! Why did you break the glass? I made breakfast. Oh, breakfast. Get it? Because you made the drink fast, and I broke it, and... Go... Oh, tough crowd. Okay. Now there's a mess, I gotta clean that up. Suddenly I understand the hate for puns. Hey, Batrender. Oh, she's drunk again. Yeah? Your job has a funny name. You don't say. Oh, she already drunk. She drank way less than she did last night. I'm losing some frames. Uh-oh. Man, no. Losing frames, no! Let's see, hopefully it's, like, working, right? I'm alive, right? Okay. Okay, good. I am alive once again! Alright. Okay, let's continue. Oh, she already drunk. She drank way less than she did last night. Yeah, but she drank a bottle before coming here. Why? I wish I knew. It's an example of her alcohol tolerance, though. Bartender, how to make a toast to my good friend the robot here. Probably the only person, robot, thing that can stand my yapping for more than half an hour. Without him, my job would be 5 times more boring, my life 2 times more meaningless. Cheers! You're not holding a drink. Then give me one, Ben Trader. Isn't that your job? I need a beer, a big one. Alright, wants a big beer. Big old beer. He wants to get more drunk. Blackout drunk. 2 of those. 4 of these. And 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go. Here we go. Alright, cheers. I said, cheers! Kampai. Cheers. Cheers. Good. Grumpy went sober and the sweetheart went drunk. It seems like she's been like this since her university years. You make it sound like those were a decade ago. I can understand liking the taste of alcohol, but what's so good about getting drunk? Yeah, I sympathize with this guy. Well, first of all, I'm not drunk. You're too happy. I'm a happy person. When drunk. Anyway, it's something you just can't explain. You just like it. Your body needs it, craves it. And that's called being an alcoholic. I prefer the term alcohol enthusiast. Anyway, humans actually actively look for things that make them feel lightheaded. Why else would they leave some potentially poisonous foods, like that weird balloon fish thing? Yeah, isn't it called, the pufferfish, yeah. Why would they eat spicy food or drink fermented milk? Not about fermented milk. You know, I really am, like, I don't know. I'm such a, like me personally, I'm such a, I don't know, how do we call it? A party pooper? I don't know. Like, I don't like getting drunk, you know? I don't like spicy foods, you know? I don't like a lot of things. You know, I just like something just nice and tasty, you know? rather than just like spicy. Like, why would you want pain? You know, why would you want to like poison yourself? Like, why would you want pain in your food? I mean, I guess I understand it, you know, because it's like it's fun, I guess. Like your body reacts to the pain, and like pumps up more adrenaline, endorphins, and everything. That's what I imagine. That's what it is. You know, similar to how like people go skydiving or whatever. You know, it kind of like pumps like a certain chemical in your brain that you can't get anywhere else, I guess. But I don't know. It's like well, when you think about it, it's kind of like working out. You know, like where you like do like a run. You know, when you're running around, kind of like that. You kind of like, it's like obviously when you're working out, you're working your body and everything, and it feels bad in the moment, but then afterwards, your body, pumps a lot of adrenaline into your body, and it feels kind of good afterwards. It's kind of like when you run a lot and you get like runner's high, that sort of thing. Anyway, for the most part, though, I don't like stuff that is detrimental, I guess. Initially, I don't know. Anyway. I'm just a wuss. Seriously, how crazy does someone need to be to say, hey, let's eat this and see what happens? Worse yet, they even found medicine among all that junk. The one that invented penicillin was probably the worst of them all. Or is that penicillin? I don't know, I said penicillin? Penicillin. Well, fair enough, but see, that's proof you're drunk. If you were sober, you would just say, hell if I know. Silly robot. Now that I think about it, what kind of robot are you? Lilim. Lilim always sound too feminine. Okay then, what manner of piece of scrap are you? You don't know? Never cared, but now I'm curious. Oh well, you won't remember it tomorrow. I'm a DT-01D, a social development robot. Is that like the DFC-72s? Delicious flat chest? No, DFC-72s are designed to be as physically human as possible in order to blend in with humans better. My line is more tailored for resilience. We are work, Lilith. Why must you be cursed to only one destiny from the moment you are born? You can do whatever you want, silly robot. Follow your dreams. I know, I'm already doing it. Being created or hardwired for one duty only means you're more adept at certain things. Giving robots freedom of choice, that's the whole purpose of the ADN law. ADN law. I guess the idea is that, AI is like, they're all like, they're like people. They have souls. Yeah, but you say you're resilient, but you don't look the part. True, I never upgraded my muscles, but I can set up 200 degrees Celsius without breaking a sweat. Lilim can sweat? Cooling agents, yes. No matter, you're still special to me no matter what kind of robot you are. Lilim. No matter what piece of shit you are. Speaking of special, how come it isn't legal to marry a dog yet? He wants to marry a dog. Excuse me, what? If humans are allowed to marry robots, Lilim, I meant Lilim. They should be able to marry dogs too. Friender. And that's me, I think. This guy here wants to bang a dog. Mock him. Excuse me? I do not. I was just saying that humans are now allowed to marry Lilim. Why shouldn't they be able to marry Why shouldn't they be able to marry animals? Because first of all, they're not humanoids. What about monkeys then? And now you want to bang a monkey? I do not. And second of all, dogs, just like many other animals, can't give you consent. That's the idea, in real life. But look at these dogs. Sure, they have the cognitive abilities of 7-year-olds, but they can talk, drink booze, and argue. But then 7-year-olds. Yeah, 7-year-olds. So now you want to bang a 7-year-old? We have a regular here who would be delighted to hear that. Stop it. Remember, Lilim human marriages were only sanctioned after Lilim achieved full sentience. And even then, they used marriage as a way to evolve the collective source. Besides, dogs don't really love us that way. Trying to apply human ideas like marriage to a dog is like, am I trying to feed vegetables to a carnivore, you get me? Says the ex-vegetarian. Why are you only so smart when drunk? I'm not drunk. But anyways, if you want to screw a dog or a chimp, go ahead. Just don't bring marriage or infants in the whole deal. Deal? That's his name. But if you even start thinking about doing the horizontal mambo of a 7-year-old, please seek some mental help. You might be getting arrested. But I don't want to bang dogs or monkeys or 7-year-olds. Well, thank God. Then why did you suddenly start talking about dog-human marriage? It's just, I was thinking about all these dogs in tuxedos and I started picturing a dog in a bridal dress. I mean, just try and picture that. And I'm the drunk one. Wait, I'm not drunk. Why would I say that? Then again, when you get drunk, you only get dizzy. Do you have a limit? As in a limit how much you can drink before passing out? No, I just get disoriented to the point I'm effectively useless, but I'd never pass out. Maybe if I passed out, I wouldn't have to deal with all the shit that follows. I always have to wait at least 24 hours before the effects pass. One has to wonder why they gave all these human flaws to Lilim. Well, I read something about that. It said that by giving Lilim the same kind of weaknesses humans have, they would develop the same way humans do, yeah. So that, they wouldn't become like psycho murderers, that would replace all of humanity with superior AI. And that's why they also bite their lips randomly when eating. Seems like it. But it makes me wonder, exactly how anatomically correct are you? That's something I know and you don't. And if you want anything else to drink? Yeah, I want... nothing. You're drunk enough as it is. You're not my dad. You can't tell me what I can or can't do. Beatrice Albert, stop drinking right now. That's his full name again. Yeah, become as gods. Yes, Mom. Now go sleep in the car. We're almost done here. But Mom... Go. Bye, bad nerder. Bye, Miss Betty. It actually worked. If I didn't know she wouldn't remember anything tomorrow, I'd be afraid of retaliation. Although I'm curious, why do I call her Miss Betty? Does it sound like a teacher or something? Etiquette? I don't know. There's also something about her that makes it feel right to call her that. Maybe it's the forehead. Forehead? I see. Well, I gotta get the things ready, if you excuse me. Good luck. Wyvern lover. Hey, we're closing. Damn it. Well, everyone's safe in the cab. We're taking our leave, bartender. Thank you for providing such great service on such short notice. Well, that's my job. You were interesting too? Oh, thank you. I'll make sure to tell all of our associates about the wonders of this place. Oh, thank you, and please come again. We sure will. Send my regards to Miss Betty. Gladly. See you later then. Bye. All done? Yep. Seems like we got some new regulars. Yeah, it would be nice if they came back, or that we're still here where they want to come back. You've been acting weird all weekend, boss. Are you okay? I am, but the bar is not. What do you mean? Well, I guess you have the right to know. The BTC sent me a message on Friday. Valhalla, I guess is the name of the bar, hasn't been bringing in much income these last few months. Which means that we're at the risk of being wiped off the map. Oh, okay. I guess the business is gonna close down. Oh no. Sukeban games. I guess that's it. That's a prologue. It kind of like abruptly ends there, I guess. There you go. Glitch City, 27XAD. And this is just the beginning. Oh, we can read this. I don't know. A city that shouldn't exist, a tax haven where corporations and criminal empires reign supreme. In this place, all human life has become effective nanomachines to keep them in check, or with them stand the White Knights to ensure that corrupt government's laws are obeyed. It goes really fast, I can't read it fast now. Here, brutality in all its forms is everyday reality. The quality of life for the non-powerful decreases at an alarming rate. For many, this can be overwhelming. Some devote themselves to their jobs, their families, or even their studies. Some look for ways to escape this place, and others just give up. But for many of them, the answer lies at the bottom of a glass. On a small road just seconds away from the main street, somewhere near the slums, you can find the Valhalla of the PDC certified Valhalla. But that's a mouthful, so we just call it Valhalla. Or VA-11, I guess is the designation of the place. A small oasis in the middle of the concrete desert, a fountain of spirits waiting for tired souls. Valhalla. Okay. And here is where this story unfolds. Again, this is just what plays in the beginning when you open the game. I think that still plays when you press new game, but well, whatever. I read it anyway. Alright, there you go. That's the prologue. There's also Anna? Let me click on it. Yeah, it's a demo. Okay, so this is the demo. Alright. For some reason I thought the prologue was the demo, but this is the demo. Well, I guess, well, we don't have to do that. Should I do that now? I did the prologue already. You know what? I'll check this out later. I think there's a... I don't know. Again, from the limited research I did, I think there's a secret thing you could do, you know, with this Anna thing, whoever that is. We don't know yet, I guess. We'll see. But I guess we can get ready and start the actual new game now. Yeah, I've noticed. It's like, you know, I guess this is the last version of the game, and sometimes this thing changes. You know, it says goodbye, Miss Bartender. I think it said something else before. Goodbye, Miss Bartender. Is that a reference to, like, you know, see ya, Space Cowboy? You know, I don't know. Anyway, this reminds me of. All right, so we finished the prologue. So that gives us a introduction to the world and everything. But again, technically that was like supposed to be anyway, like a thing that was like released after the game came out. So technically, you know, mostly it's for people who played the game already. So that's why the mechanics never really was explained in the beginning there. But I guess let's just start the game proper. Actually, you know, new game. Thank you for playing Valhalla. This game is best played getting comfortable, grab some drinks, some snacks, and enjoy. So sit back and relax, and we hope you have a good time. Yes, let's go. Click to continue. Oh. All I have is water, though. It's funny, I'm playing like you know, you normally get a drink, I guess. All I have is water. I tend to just drink water these days. I don't know. Is it? I don't know. When I was younger, I just drank a lot of soda. But as it turns out, soda is not that great for you. So I've been leaning off, you know, off of soda. And now I just drink water. I don't know. Just water is just water, right? Anyway, Anna. Psst. Hey, over here. Oh no! What the? Boo! Oh, how's that for an entrance? Okay, you hacked it up. Okay, I was thinking that you hacked into the TV, but no, you're actually maybe a weird ghost. Okay, like a glitch digital ghost. Come on, Joe, look sharp. The game's starting, and the player needs a good first impression of its main character. We're getting meta already. I know you served a bunch of tuxedo-clad corgis over the weekend, and the bar will eventually close. Now admit my little prank on you might have gone a bit overboard. But remember, life is 90% how you take it. Stay focused and look at the brighter side of things. I have no idea what the brighter side of is, but you should totally find it. In any case, you should totally check that parcel you just got. See ya! Oh, what happened? It's like everything just blacked out. I thought the game crashed or something. Oh, just a dream. There's something near the door. Well, Chapter 1, Primera. Okay. So I guess that was Anna, though. I guess, well, we'll see, I guess. I'll check out the demo after we beat the game, maybe. But I guess that was Anna. Maybe we learn more about Anna in the demo thing that was available in the main menu. So your membership to Shining Finger Attack will automatically renew on the 17th. Make your account have at least $800 by then. Make sure you save your data using the Live Backup app. You can now browse the Augmented Eye. Okay. Ooh, there's like a main thing here, a hub, I guess. Settings? No. Have $0. Or it's our cat, I guess, right there. So who has that letter from? Nobody. Best boss. Slut. Yes, pink slut shirt. We have a nice I always forget what you call these. You always see it in anime. But like, you know, a heated table, I guess. It's a parcel, I assume. Or maybe, I don't know. Well, no, actually, that's not a parcel. These are just beer cans. Never mind. They're just beer cans. Alcoholic drinks right there. A lamp? A clock? Air conditioner, I guess? I don't know what that is. TV? Very classic style TV. An NES, I guess, of course. And again, best boss. You know? Boss in me. I guess Jill really loves her boss. It's crazy. You know, you would think normally you would not really love your boss, you know, in most media anyway, a lot of stories, you kind of hate your boss. But not this employee. This employee loves their boss. Wasn't it a Kotatsu? Yeah, Kotatsu. Yeah, right? Yeah, Kotatsu. Let's see. And apps? No? No apps. Have AE. Augmented Eye, I assume. And Life Backup by Sukeban Games. Yes, we can back up our life. Very convenient. I guess it's a phone. Music? I can choose a music, I guess. Augmented Eye. The Augmented Eye. Mass immigration, Wonderlanders, cyborgs, and heels. Mass immigration continues as Quincy reveals new economic adjustments by Kimberly LaValle. With inflation rates among the highest in the world, constant shortages of basic groceries, and rampant violent crime, Glitch City's citizens look for better life in other countries, because they're living in Glitch City. Quincy, however, isn't happy with this. They learn in our schools and universities, the Prime Minister said during the talk with the Augmented Eye, but they apply what they learn somewhere else and find it rather insulting. This comes after revealing new economic measures for the city, which most analysts consider to be useless for the current environment. They don't know shit, concluded Quincy. I assume Quincy is the Prime Minister of this place? That's what I said. Why would you leave? Not without you. Boom. Oh, that goes all the way back. Can I click on the other ones? Wonderlanders are the newest threat. Wonderlanders are the newest threat to your security. Beware! Kimberly LaValle. If you thought Alice Rabbit was good at cracking the most complicated security protocols in the world, then this new group will certainly blow your mind. They've yet to make an impact as big as Alice Rabbit, but they seem to be aiming with very high with the recent threats issued against Prime Minister Quincy. We hold full access to Quincy's email network and released the whole database this January, the group declared during a stream. Is that a live stream on Twitch? Shallow threats. When questioned, the Prime Minister Quincy dismissed all of the group's threats by saying he's not hiding anything and is not afraid of a possible leak of his email history. Well, maybe everyone will get to see what kind of TV I brought last month. Wild parties. The people behind the Wonderlanders seem to enjoy dressing all kinds of rabbit costumes. Or costumes? Costumes? Is that a typo? Is that real? Or just maybe it's deliberate? I don't know. Costumes. During the stream. From Anthro to Bunny Girl, the purpose was to show the love and respect they have for Alice Rabbit and their role in today's politics. We all want to follow their example while having some fun. We're not sure if this will go anywhere, but we'll be there. We'll be able to tell you if it does. Okay. Some news, I guess. Reading news articles. Actually, wasn't there... Oh, it says so, yeah. I wonder what Alma thinks of this whole thing. Alma? I don't know who Alma is. Cyborg in Heels returns next year to the Super Silver Thunderdome by Lana Smithy. The popular show Cyborg in Heels returns to the Dome this March with tickets going on sale in January. Cyborg in Heels is a massive stage show about a cyborg fighting terrorism, or rather about cyborg fighting terrorism while wearing heels. I thought it was like a cyborg terrorist, but no, the cyborg fights terrorism. Director Quinton Hater? David Hater? No. Well, Hater, probably like a common last name. But for some reason, when I see Hater, I think David Hater. It's obvious. He's the most famous hater in my eyes. Quinton Hater explains Cyborg in Heels' special appeal during exclusive interview with the Augmented Eye. What's not to love about it? It's a cyborg wearing heels, cutting stuff. That's literally something we've never seen before. A niche market I'm willing to capitalize on. Actually, I think it's a reference to Metal Gear Solid. Actually, it's because Quentin Flynn is the voice actor for Raiden in Metal Gear Solid 2 and 4, I guess. Probably is a reference to, like, you know, Raiden being like a cyborg ninja with heels, you know. But check out the full interview in the next few weeks, exclusively here at the Augmented Eye. Yeah. Metal Gear. Alright, well, I don't know if it matters. Save again, save again! Oh, sometimes, yeah, she says comments here. I guess it's for the comment for this. His acting is unnatural. I don't think he cares about the rules of nature. And rules of nature! And they run when the sun comes up. No. I guess that's it. Oh, we have no money. We have a wall squirrel of a boss, though. Kind of creepy. I mean, you have wall squirrels like anime characters, right? But like a wall squirrel of like a real person in your universe? Isn't that kind of weird? I don't know. I feel like that's kind of weird. Oh well. Time to go to work, I guess? Yeah. Oop. Tuesday, December 13th. Continuing on from the prologue, I guess. Good evening. Ah, hey there, Jill. Oh, hey, John. John. When will you admit that you have a John face, Gil? Oh, he's Gil. Gillian. Well, when you let people call you Jules. Quiet. Are you okay? You look distracted. Where's Boss? I don't know. She went out to buy some stuff and... Did you hear what I just told you? You said something? Yes, that you look distracted. Very, very distracted. It's nothing. I'm just thinking about stuff. What stuff? Well, I have to pay rent by the 30th, which is always stressful, and... There's also the fact that I spent a full hour yesterday apparently talking to myself. Not to mention the fact that 2 days ago I found out the bar is at risk of closing. So not only is my life being shaken up, I'm apparently going crazy. On top of that, Neutering 4 left me with a completely empty wallet, and I'll get evicted if I miss rent again. Okay, so that's why we have no money. And they're all the beer cans around my apartment, and... Jill. Sorry, did you say something? Can you really work today? Of course I can. Now let's go through the basics then, shall we? Just in case. If you can make a piano man, I'll skip the rest, but bear with me for a second here. Let's start with Sugar Rush. Look for the recipe using the navigation bar in the recipe book that will show up on the top left. You can also sort drinks by flavors like sweeter types like manly. This is the actual tutorial, which we didn't get in the prologue. Drag the desired amount of the ingredients from their cells on the right to shake it in the center. When done, press the mix button and then press it again to stop mixing. Click the serve button on the drink itself, the drink itself to serve it, and that'll be all. Oh, but if the drink looks messed up, you'll need to press the reset button and try again. You can press reset any time, even while the shaker is moving, don't be afraid to use it. Gil, I'm the one who went through the formal BTC instruction. And there should be no problem. Okay. Well, I guess you can skip the tutorial by doing a piano man. But, let's go through it just in case. Just in case I miss anything, I don't know. I'm assuming a lot of the mechanics from what I've seen, just from a lot of gameplay videos I've seen before, I guess. Sugar Rush. No, wait, I'm not paying attention. Sugar Rush. Let's do a Sugar Rush. Let's just do that. In case I miss anything. Just load it up with alcohol. He's not gonna drink it anyway, so it doesn't matter. All mixed. There you go. Here, happy now? A little, but not quite. Let's do one more. Okay. Please humor me for a bit. Some drinks need to be blended. This is done by mixing it for over 5 seconds. It does being blended when the shaker starts moving faster. Should be served on the rocks or age. Check ice and age if you need to. In case it wasn't obvious, on the rocks means you have to talk about the ice tab. If you've been on the station, will add ice after mixing. Just you should mind though, it's just a fun fact. Give me a Moonblast and I'll leave you alone. Keep in mind what I said. Moonblast. Moonblast. Moonblast, alright? And then blend it. Go. Here, did I amuse you for long enough? You did, sorry to hold you. Let's get working. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, so that's just like a review of the controls. Oh yeah, before I forget. You can make any drink big by doubling the amount of ingredients. But if you read that the recipe already has over 10 ingredients, the drink is already big. Okay, I didn't know that. If there's already 10 ingredients, the drink's already big. Oh, and if the recipe says it uses optional karmatrine, it means you can use none or fill it to the brim. Or is it one or the other? Optional karmatrine doesn't count towards making a big drink, of course. Karmatrine is the alcoholic factor in the drink. It doesn't change the taste, but the amount still has an effect. Okay, so that explains that. If you add too much of it, the client will get drunk faster, so please be mindful of that. Are you done with the exposition? Now I am? Yeah. Hey guys! Oh, but, hey? Who's that? I don't know. Found her while I was shell shopping. Why'd I bring her here? Well, it was either leave her outside the mercy of society's finest or bring her unconscious body in here. She's gonna make such a ruckus when she wakes up, you know that. Well, that's up for you to deal with. I'll be in my office. You can't just push that responsibility onto us. We have work to do, damn it. There are two of you. Believe in yourselves. Do you think Chief knocked her out? Nah, that's unlikely. She'd be crowing about it or taunting us if that were the case. And it's not like her to pick on such a small girl, at least not unprovoked. Yeah, you're right. We'll just need to keep it quiet. She seems to be just sleeping soundly, not comatose. Yeah. Okay then, time to start the night. Yes, I'll start working while you go clean the bathroom. Come again? While you spent the whole weekend and Monday doing God knows what, we had some interesting clients come in. Dogs. A lot of them. You're joking. Gil, you know me for how long now? Do I look like the kind of woman who would make a joke like that? Well... So, as punishment for leaving me to deal with all that on my lonesome, you'll be in charge of cleaning the bathrooms. Have fun. Just that? Fine, I see no problem. Where's the cleaning stuff? Here. You brought that from home, didn't you? That I did. Fine. With that out of the way, let's play some music on the new jukebox. This model needs to have all its 12 slots filled with the songs before it can start. Wonder what kind of logic was that behind that decision. Well, I don't remember what the last thing I chose before. I think it's this one. Say it never sleeps, so like over here. Boop, 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 beep. Boop, beep, up. And then, I guess, well, I don't know. Like that. Time to mix drinks and change lives.